Did you say hang on, hang on?
Oh, yeah, damn. That's okay. You got the questions? You got it all together?
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Hey, it's Madison Chase, and it's yes or no. It's your entertainment source or news option, and all the way in wickety wick, wickety wick, 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 Wisconsin. My girl Stefztv.
What's up? Oh, yeah.
I love it. So I also love today's topic because today we're talking about Tim Tebow. Yay! Okay, so Tim Tebow is no longer an NFL player. He has officially made the switch to Major League Baseball. He signed a deal with the New York Mets. And here's a story from ESPN. Tim Tebow signed a minor league contract with the New York Mets on Thursday and will begin his professional baseball career in the Fall Instructional League on September 19th in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Mets general manager Sandy Alderson insisted that signing Tebow, a former NFL quarterback, is not a publicity stunt. While I and the organization, I think, are mindful of the novel nature of the situation, the decision was strictly driven by baseball. Alderson said on a conference call with Tebow and agent Brody Ban on Thursday to announce the agreement. This was not something that was driven by marketing consideration or anything of the sort. We are extremely intrigued with the potential that Tim has. He's demonstrated over his athletic career that he's a tremendous athlete. He's got character, a competitive spirit. Aside from the age 29, this is a classic player development opportunity for us. As an organization, we're going to provide that development opportunity for Tim. It said the decision nonetheless was made at the highest levels of the organization by Alderson and Chief Operating Officer Jeff Wilpon, and did not intimately involve the team's baseball operations personnel. The Mets were one of 28 teams to attend Tebow Showcase last week in LA. Last week in LA, he was here, and I missed him. Okay.
How did you not know that, girl? How did you not know?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He did not call me. Tim, why did you not call me? Like you said you was gonna call me when you said that you was. Okay, so
do you need me to send you this, girl? Do you need me to send you this?
Please send me that so I can represent for my new Booski, Tim Tebow.
You know that's my team growing up, the New York Mets. Your 1986 Mets, some of the best. Lenny Dykstra, Dwight Gooden, Gary Carter, Darryl Strawberry. Now that is what the Mets are all about. So maybe, I don't know, just maybe Tebow is kind of okay because the Mets know what they're doing.
See, your brother-in-law would be, you'd be amazed. You get good seat stuff, you know.
I can't believe I don't know an athlete to have a hookup yet in any, like, how do I not know a jet that, like, gets me tickets? Crazy.
I mean, we got to make that happen. But guess what? You're going to know the Mets because, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so question number one. I think it's interesting that they said this is not a publicity stunt. This is not marketing. This is not, he has great character. We're strictly basing this on his baseball skills. So because you're such an avid sports fan, do you feel like they're solely basing his contract on his skills?
I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to say yes, because the Mets, like, it's not like they're, you know, some crappy team that is never good. Like, the Mets were in the World Series last year, you know, like, and granted, he's on the minor league team, so it's not like he's going to be there right now. So if they were doing a publicity stunt, they would have just put him on the bench and put him on the majors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I don't know, I would like to say that I feel like they just took it based on his skill. Everyone knows that Tim Tebow is in the news, but the thing is, Tim Tebow is already in the same fan club news because pretty much when you grow up on Long Island, and that usually means you're a Jets fan. And since he was already on the Jets, it's like he already did this thing for a PR stunt with the Jets. So not that it was a PR stunt with the Jets, but this conversation already happened with the Jets. So I feel like the fans are not going to give it as much because it's already been once around. Like, it's funny. That's like when you grow up, like in New York, you're usually either a Mets, Jets, Islander fan or a Giants, Ranger, Yankee fan. So being a Jets fan and Mets fan, like you've already kind of seen this Tim Tebow in your arena of sports fans. So I don't think they did it for PR because I don't think it will get the same PR as it did when he was signed to the New York Jets.
Oh, you know what I just thought about? The New York Jets, the Mets, the Nets.
The Nets are the same. The Nets were the same, even though they're Jersey. Now it's Brooklyn, so it makes it a little bit cooler for people. And people that like the Knicks, you know, it's pretty, yeah. New York has a lot of teams.
I see. Okay, so second question. So we know that when Tim went from the Broncos, he changed his dog's name. When he went to New York, he changed his name. I think he changed it to Bronco, and then when he went to New York, he changed his dog's name to something that was New York related. The Bronx, maybe. I'm not really sure. So do you think he's going to change his dog's name to Mets?
Girl, you and this dog thing, I don't know. No, I don't think he's going to change his name to Met or to the Mets Stadium. The Mets Stadium used to be called Shea, which would be a good name for a dog. Now they play at Citi Field. I don't think he's going to call the dog City.
Name would be cute, but I think it's a boy, so that wouldn't really. Come here,
Stole for stolen base, home run. What other baseball? Pitch. You call it Pitch. That's a cool name for a dog.
Pitch. Yeah, that's cute. It's kind of like Hitch, one of my favorite movies with Will Smith.
That is a good movie.
Say it again.
I'm going to go no for that, though. I said that is a good movie, but I'm going to go no for that. There will be no dog change.
No dog change for Tim Tebow's little doggy, Callie's brother. Did you catch that, Steph? You didn't laugh at mine.
I did catch that. Okay. Callie's brother.
Yeah, I'm just checking.
Yeah, sorry. I caught it a little late, though.
Pay attention. Okay, last question, last but not least. So because they didn't actually put him on the team and he's not actually riding the bench, do you feel like the team actually is expecting him to come with it, not just in the marketing and the publicity for him, but as far as like performing on the field?
Again, I think, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a New Yorker, I feel like the New York market is very different for this guy. Like when he was playing in Denver, it was a lot about the Tebowing. It was a lot of talk of religion. And like, yes, that stuff still does go with Tim Tebow, but once he got to the New York Jets, he was different in his press conferences. The conversation was different. So I feel like they're just going to treat him like any other player now. I would hope for that too, for his sake, for the team's sake, for the fans' sake, for everyone's sake. He just needs to play ball well.
Yeah, but don't you think with like kind of the way we see athletes, like when we look at Colin Kaepernick, I know we've talked about him a couple of times, you can't separate the athlete from the persona, right? So I think that's...
See, I think you can. I disagree with that. I think you can, and I think you need to. I mean, like when we go, and this is going to, throw some hairs up in the air from people, I think, too. But it's like when we go back to, one of the most controversial athletes to separate the persona from the athlete, you got to talk about Michael Vick. And it's like, as much as we were just talking about dogs, I love dogs. Like, I can separate that Michael Vick made a very bad choice.
Right.
He served his time more so than probably any athlete ever has. He still gives back and does stuff. Like, I can separate that from his skill set. And I feel like a lot of people just need to start doing that with Tim Tebow. Like, if he's good, get him a job, sign him, play him. If not, cut him, and he should go back to commentating because he was actually good at that.
Yeah, he's really good at that. I agree with you in just asking myself that question, is it possible to separate the two? And I think that it is, because when we look at somebody like Kobe, the only time we actually saw him get in trouble was when he was in Denver with the girl who accused him of what she accused him of. Yeah, and so we never really saw Kobe, but Kobe's very much a quiet and to himself kind of person, like he wasn't seeking media attention. And I don't know that Tim does, but maybe he does, but I feel like he does it with a purpose because he's trying to talk about his organization and he wants people to support his organization. So maybe that's why. So that's it. Those are my questions, and that's our story. We're talking about Tim Tebow signing a contract to New York Mets. And I'm your girl, Madison Chase, and this is It's Yes or No. It's your entertainment source or news option, and you can find me on YouTube at One Mad Chase. Please make sure that you leave a comment. We want to know what you want to talk about, what you think about this particular topic. Do you like Tim Tebow? Hate Tim Tebow? Could care less about Tim Tebow? If there are any other stories that are trending that you want to know what Steph and I think about, please let us know. Leave it in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and also subscribe to Steph's channel. My Instagram page is Madison Chase Fitness, Twitter, Madison Chase Fit. And yeah, that is it for me. Steph, where can everybody find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram and Twitter at IAMSTEFZ. So that's I am Stefztv with an F and just the letter Z. And my YouTube channel is Stefztv. Please subscribe to that as well. And I hope this is a good move for the Mets.
Yes, for my Booski. Hey, Booski, Tim Tebow.
Booski.
Bye, Steph. I'll see you next time.
I'll see you later, girl.